Hello, everybody. It's your lovely Lotus Blossom Lizzie at pleasantcreations.com, and I am releasing the Bohemian Happy Holiday Traveler's Notebooks this weekend, and I wanted to give you a flip through and show it to you. Now, the Bohemian Happy Holidays is 4.25 by 8.25, which is a standard traveler's notebook size. Now, this is a traveler's notebook insert, but it can be used as a standalone notebook as well as be given as a gift, or you can put it inside your traveler's notebook covers. So I'm going to show you all that is inside of this beautiful cover, because there is a lot going on. It's not just your regular notebook. So let's start with the cover itself. So the cover itself, it has a base, it has a cardstock base, which is has traditional Christmas colors in it, and the spine is reinforced with this beautiful festive ribbon. Also, it has a loose ribbon closure, which means that you can actually take this ribbon off if you wanted to. So if you're going to be using a traveler's notebook cover, then you probably don't want the ribbon on there, and you can just pull it off. It is not sewn on. Now, with all the Bohemians that I've been making, I like putting like some textile kind of work into it, and so I made like this nice little patch, and I love the way that it feels. It's right here, and I have this beautiful ornate garment pin as well here, and I also have textiles on the tabs also, so you can see here, and I love the way these feel as well. I found this vintage pattern. Let me just go ahead and open that so you can see. I found this vintage pattern here, and I love how it came out. So I cut some pieces from this fabric that I had to make these books. So they are all decked out, and then it also has stitching around the perimeter also. So let's go ahead and dig into the inside so you can see what's going on here, all the goodness that's inside of here. And I'm going to go through this pretty quickly, but you can see we have a very nice ribbon here that you can use for a pocket. It is a pocket rather, and I put a few tags in here as well. So we have a large tag, and I didn't put a ribbon in there because you may want to use it for a different type of page element. And then we also have some more tags that you can use in here. You can put them on presents. You can use them as journaling opportunities. And then I have some very Christmas, vintagey Christmas ephemera throughout that you can also journal on as well. And I also wanted to make sure that there was plenty of space to write in, because I know many people will be using this for their daily journaling in December. So I put several little note pages in as well. So this is from some coffee dyed paper that I made, and if you need more coffee dyed paper, you can get that from the shop as well at Pleasant Creations Co. So if you go to pleasantcreations.com, it'll take you right to the shop. So the paper that this is on came out of a vintage Christmas book, and I believe it was in the 60s also, and it's very pretty. And I made a nice little flap here, and then there is a part of a Christmas story on the other side. So this book kind of tells a story as well. And then we have some stamping going throughout. You'll also see on the buttons are also decorated throughout, and they all have different textures, because I really believe that your journal should inspire your senses, and so that's what this does. So I love the way this coffee dyed paper came out. So here we have a pocket here, and then I've also put some pieces of ephemera, which you can journal on as well. And this actually came from a ladies journal Christmas book from the 60s as well, and it actually has like these little notes from people about what they would do if they got one of the 12 Days of Christmas song, if they got one of those items for Christmas, what they would do. And this one is in reference to a partridge in a pear tree. So I'll let you read that once you actually get this. And of course, you can stick anything into the pockets that you would like. I also have like some button embellishments on the tabs also, which is really nice. And then here we have a tuck spot here. We have some pieces of ephemera also that you can write on, so we'll just stick those right back up there. And I love the way the stitching is coming through on the pages also. So we have different types of stamps, and then here we have another piece of ephemera in a little shallow pocket here. We have some more tabs. Here's another card, and this one is for 3 French hens. So what would you do if you got 3 French hens? So they actually say what they would do with it. And then on this side we have more stamping and another tab, and this tab came out so beautiful. I love it. And all of these are from vintage fabrics and ribbons that I found at estate sales and thrift stores as well. Then we have some gift paper, and we have a pocket. And I also wanted to include kind of like a gift from me to you, because I mean, this is Christmas, it's a Christmas book, so I wanted to put like lots of goodies in here for you. So this is what I call a journaling ornament, and you can kind of see them on my little tree here. I know the angle is kind of funky, but they are actually made of some heavy cardstock. And what me and my family plan on doing is we're going to take these journaling ornaments and we're going to turn them over, and everybody's going to get one, and then they're going to write their favorite thing that happened for this year. They'll write their name on it and they'll sign it. And so we do have a new baby in our family as well, so I figure we'll give her kind of a big one, and we'll use some kind of a food safe dye, food safe dye that you use like in food, and she can put her handprint on there, and then we can put the year and her name. So I thought that would be kind of cool. So I made the loops on these extra big so that you can put them on the tree, and again you can see they're hanging on my little makeshift tree here. And so I included a few of these inside of here, so you'll be able to get more if you like, and so I am taking orders for those as well. And then we have some more stamping on the side of this beautiful paper here. And this is some vintage gift wrap paper that I found also. And here is another note card. So any place that you see a quill, I love doing that. It is a place where you can journal at. So we'll just stick that back in here. And then we have a fold out here on this journaling page. And it's nice and grungy. And I love the way it feels, and I love the way it sounds as well. Then we have a card here with a little tab on it, and you can see where the signature is sewn in. And on the back I put some coffee dyed paper as well, so you can write on it, because on the back of cards you usually get like all the information about the cards, where it's from, how much it is, and I just wanted to cover that up so it would be an additional journaling opportunity for you. So here we have a wonderful textile collage again, and we have some muslin, and we have some ribbons and whatnot. And I also added a few pieces of note paper as well. So this is a great place. You can also use it as a tuck spot as well. So it's a great place to kind of hide things if you wanted to. And you can definitely put some photos in here as well. And then here in this pocket, we have a Christmas trivia game card, and I didn't want to cover it up, although I love covering cards up for extra journaling space, but it has like some questions, like this says name 3 of Santa's reindeer with the name that start with the letter D, and it has the answers on here too, so that would be fun to play. It has a few questions on here, and that is a Christmas trivia game. And then also we have a mini journal. I love including mini journals inside of the big journals. And we have, look at that. Look how that ribbon just, or should I say the thread, stands out on this beautiful page. It's just absolutely lovely. And then here we have another stamp, and you can see I did leave some strings on here, and whoever the recipient is, they can take the strings off if they like. I kind of like some stringage going on but you may not like that, but it's very easy to just clip those right off so that they will be out of the way. And on this side we have a tuck spot, and again we have like a beautiful vintage card here, another journaling opportunity. And then we have a tag, you can see there, just tucked right in there, and another one of these wonderful tabs. I love the tab. The tabs just, they do everything here. And then we have a shallow pocket here. I know it's hard to see because the pattern pieces, it almost makes it kind of invisible here. And then here we have like a little envelope. So let's open our little envelope up. And inside we have just a couple of little pieces of ephemera as well, because it's always nice to find, like, you know, just little hints of things. And then I just have it closed off with this paper clip here. And here's another one of these cards, and this one is in reference to the 4 calling birds. So if you know the song, then you'll kind of know what I'm talking about. And then we have another little tab here, or another not tab, but a tag. I was a little tongue twisted. And then here we have a nice button that's sewn on. And then here we have almost like a hidden little pocket. You can see the pocket here, and another piece of ephemera here. And more journaling pages. Then I just have this little Christmas tree in here, because you can't have Christmas without a Christmas tree. And then we have a little tuck spot here as well. And then I put in another note card, and you can see this beautiful paper here. So on the note card again has the quill on it, and look at that coffee dye. That is like, that's amazing. I've been experimenting with some new techniques when it comes to coffee dyeing the paper, so getting some nice detail. And then we have this pocket here in the back, and here we have this is a kind of a vintage type of piece. Somebody was writing a little letter there. And then I put another one of the journal ornaments in here. So that's my gift to you, another journal ornament. Now we have a few more gifts in here as well. Some things that you probably are seeing and I haven't mentioned yet. And one of them is, or a few of them are going to be these lovely paper clips that I have in here. So I'm going to include these paper clips within the journal itself. And also, I know you hear this. Jingle bells. This is actually a bookmark, so you can take the bookmark out, you can move it around if you wanted to. You can make the little danglies be at the bottom. I like putting them at the top because they're just easier to control, so you can see that it just comes right out. So I'm including the bookmark as well. So there's quite a few things in here. Now I will say that this release has a limited supply, and if you are following me over on Instagram, then you've already kind of seen a preview while I was working on these. And so I've already gotten some requests for people to purchase these. So I'm going to try to do another set, so I have a few up in the shop right now, so you can check that out. And if you would like to request a custom order, I can try to, depends on how popular these are, I can try to get those out for you as well if we run out. So I just wanted to show you these. Just know that some of them, most of them will be the same as this. This is a very good representation of what you'll get. I tried to keep most of the pages, I can replicate most of the pages and The tabs may be a little bit different. Your bookmark may be a little bit different. The paper clips may be a little bit different, and maybe the collages. But for the most part, everything will be the same. There are 46 plus pages in here that you can actually journal. And then there's over 30 pieces of ephemera in here as well. And don't forget those beautiful ornate journaling or Christmas ornaments that I included as well. And if I didn't mention, you can actually take off this ribbon as well if it's not something that you want to use. So these are all up again. You can head over to pleasantcreations.com. The link will be below and above so that you can check that out. It's over on Etsy. And if you don't follow me already on Instagram, you can do that as well so you can see when I have things coming out. So with that, I'm just going to say love, peace, and hair grease from your sweet lotus blossom and lovable Lizzie. Have a festive and beautiful holiday and enjoy life.